Hello and welcome to another virtual Sew Fun Club for Moors. And don't forget, we still have that 70th anniversary sale going on at all the stores. So you're going to want to go in, check it out, and also don't forget to look at all of George's live feeds where he has all the specials. It's pretty exciting. So hopefully you're taking advantage of that. So we have a couple other things that I want to talk about. Let me advance my screen here. So we have some news as far as an upcoming event. We have the Handy Quilter coming in, and we have a 2-day event on 2 different times. So we have it on the 23rd and the 24th here at Brea, and also on the 25th and the 26th. It's a 2-day event. We will provide the machine, all the supplies you need. You just basically need to come and learn how to use these wonderful Handy Quilter machines. It's going to be a great time, and if you don't feel comfortable yet coming in the stores, we have another option for you. On the, I think it's the 22nd at 5 p.m., we are having a virtual Handy Quilter event. So you're going to want to check it out, and that way George is going to be going over the machines and showing you all the advantages and all the wonderful things you can do with a Handy Quilter. So don't forget, we have those events coming up, and as they come up, I will be showing them with you on the virtual Moore sewing site as soon as we have other events available. So after that, I want to talk a little bit about show and tell. Once again, we are having show and tell, but this month we have something a little bit different. So for all the people out there that watch us through YouTube, we want to include you in this. So if you send a picture of a current item that you have made, you can send it to customerservice@moors-sew.com, and we can include you in the drawing. And this month, it's a great package. You're going to want to make sure that you send in whatever you want to share with everyone and get in the running to get the drawing. Let me show you what it is. Okay, so we have this great big bag from Kimberbell. And in here, we have a wonderful drinking mug. Isn't that cool? With the Kimberbell logo. We also have this wonderful desk organizer. Isn't that cute? I love the color. It's got this wonderful pocket, and it also has Kimberbell on there. So it would really jazz up your desk or wherever you want to put it. Oh, in here, let me get this thing out because this is pretty valuable. We have a Kimberbell USB. And if I can get the box open, it's the orange Kimberbell color, and it's got a nice little lanyard there. So a USB, as well as the mug, and this wonderful desk organizer. And this might be my favorite part. Look at this huge bag that you get. And this is for putting your quilts in when you bring it, when you're working on something. It could be used many different ways. It's got the Kimberbell logo on there. Isn't that cool? So that's going to be the prize this month. You're not going to want to miss out, so make sure that you share something with us as far as what you're working on, and that way you can get in the running for winning this. Now you're going to send in your stuff, and then after a couple weeks we will go ahead and draw a name and we will announce it. So good luck, everyone. And let me show you what I brought for show and tell this month. So being that it's a Kimberbell month, and I haven't even gotten into that, got lots of fun things to share with you, but I brought a pillow that I made using Kimberbell. And it is a long pillow that we have, and I did a bunch of different houses, and I used some fun decorative pieces on there. So just really fun. I created it myself. It wasn't a pattern. I used one of their DVDs, and it's just a fun little thing that I have in my house, and I love the whimsy to it, and I love that it has a little bit of Americana feel. So that's it. That is my show and tell. Now it's time for you guys to share with us your show and tell. So now I want to talk about all the fun Kimberbell blanks that we brought in for this month's show and tell. So what a blank is, basically it's an item that Kimberbell has made, and with that they have left, like on the baby bodysuits, they left the side seams unput together, so it makes it easier for you to hoop. Isn't that great? How many people out there have tried to do a baby onesie, and trying to get it in that hoop can be so difficult. So Kimberbell looked out for us, and they actually changed it up, and I've got a lot of things to show you. So we have, with the Kimberbell blanks, we have the baby onesies, we have some tote bag, we have some zip bags, we have tea towels, and then I brought in a bunch of other product that coordinates with it. So now I want to get up close, and we're going to get in close and personal with the samples I've made. So we first have these baby bodysuits, and we've got 3 different sizes for you. We have 3 to 6 month, 6 to 9, and also 9 to 12. So we've got 3 sizes, and we've got 3 different colorways. We have the koala gray as well as the blushing peach, which almost looks pink. So you'll see on the samples I've made, on this one, I did this wonderful snake, and the snake I've used their new Embroidery Felt. And on the bear, I've also used the felt on the bear. Now you'll see that the way the bodysuits come, there's 2 different ones in each package, and you get 2 different designs. So we have the stripes, and we also have the dots, and you'll get that in every package that you order with us. So we have the bear, and then we also have this whale, and on the whale here, I actually use the velveteen, the Embroidery Velveteen from Kimberbell to accentuate that. So those are the boy ones. Now let me get to the girl ones. So we have this blushing peach, and we have, like I said, the dots and the stripes. And then I did 3 different baby onesies. On this one, I used the felt, and I used that for the bunny itself. And then I also used the embroidery leather. And the leather is used in the clouds as well as the hearts. And the fox, if you know me, you know how much I love foxes. But on the fox, I used the velveteen on the fox as well as the leather for his face. Isn't that sweet? And then I also made one more up here. And on this one, I used the vinyl for the sky, and then just regular fabrics throughout. So you can really get creative with a lot of the stuff that Kimberbell offers. Now those are the baby onesies. Let's talk about some of the other items. So if you look here, I have got some zip bags. Now these zip bags are the same idea as the bodysuits. They come with the sides not sewn together. So you can really get them in your hoop and get those items, whatever you want to sew on there, completely done without any frustration. Now on this one, you'll see that I did so much fabric, so little time, and it was a pretty big embroidery file, but I was able to utilize the whole space, and then I added more fabric, and I also boxed the corners on this so that it can stand up. So this one is on the velveteen, and then on the one below it here, this is their zip bag made out of the felt. And on the felt, once again, I used 2 different embroidery designs, accented them, I added my name, and then look how cute this is. This is their Tassels Palms through Kimberbell, and I added them to the top when I sewed them together. So isn't that sweet? You'll notice on this one, I boxed the corners, but on the other one, I left it just as a regular zip bag. So those are our 2 zip bags, and we have multiple colors that I'll talk about in a little bit. And then we have the buffalo check tote bag. Now we've carried the tote bags before, but we had the black and white, and we also had denim and also just a cream canvas. This is the first time that we will have this gray buffalo tote, and I just love it. And I've added this wonderful detailed design on the front and on the back. I also added one more hummingbird and my initials. and the year. So really fun. You can also notice that I added the tassels and palms on top, as well as another little fabric strip to kind of jazz it up a little bit. So once again, these have the sides not together, so you can put them in your hoops, and it makes it so much easier to embellish them. The last things that we have that are called blanks is we have our tea towels. And I've got 3 different tea towels here that I made samples of. The first one is our red, and on this one I added embroidery leather underneath the chickens here. And then I also added some fabric to kind of jazz it up. And once again, this is from the Tassels and Palms, and this is the little red accent. On this yellow one, isn't this cute? It's a hamburger, ketchup, and salt and pepper. It reminds me of like a little superhero type thing. And on the bottle of the ketchup, I also used that wonderful embroidery felt. And the gray here is the embroidery velveteen. Now you'll notice on this one, each of the packages that you get for the tea towels, you will get either the yellow, the red, or the aqua color, but you get 2 different tea towels, and it comes with 2 different patterns. We have the stripes and the dots. So I have this one up here showing you that you have both those patterns here, and you'll notice the samples I did on opposing types of patterns on them. So that's one, and then we have one down here where the car says, "Let's get ready to bumble," and it's just really cute. I used that wonderful embroidery leather. I used some vinyl for the windows, and then some other embellishments throughout. So, and then also I used the palms and on the accent down here. So lots of fun things to do. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring them close so that I can show you up close with the rest of the things. Okay, so the first ones I really want to showcase for you are these felt zipper bags. Now, they're a pouch, and like I said, the sides are not complete, so it makes it super easy for you to get them in the hoop. And also, they are lined. Isn't that cool? Now, the great thing, and we're going to go in close now so you can see what I did really close. So you can see that I simply added a French seam around mine. And then I've got these wonderful flower designs that I've added, 2 different ones that I did in the corners, as well as added my name. And then I added the wonderful tassels and palms. And on the inside, you'll see that they are completely lined. So they're just a really fun thing. You could do both sides if you wanted to. We offer 2 different colors. We have the gray, and we also have this blushing pink color here. Now these items are only $6.95. Think about all the wonderful things that you can make with these felt zip pouches. And we also have a coupon for you here today. So you're going to want to use your June So Fun Club 15, and you get 15% off of the stuff that we have. So don't forget. And these are $6.95, and don't forget to use that coupon. So the Velveteen zipper pouches are just like the felt zipper pouches, but these ones, I went ahead and tried to do things a little bit differently for you. So we have 2 different colors. We have the dark blue, and we also have this dusty teal. And on the sample one, you see that I boxed the corners. I used a rather large embroidery stitch out on there. And then I also added some pink and green batik for the sides that also go to the back. And when I box my corners, it makes it so this will actually stand up on its own. Isn't that sweet? So you don't have to leave it like the first one I showed you, the felt, where it's actually like a flat, zip bag. This one you can box those corners so that they can stand up. So on this one, the Velveteen zip pouches are $8.95. But use that wonderful So Fun discount of June SFC 15, and you're going to get a discount on those. So we have the zipper pouches. The next item that I want to show you is the buffalo checked tote. Now this one, let me grab it real quick. This one took me a long time to do the stitch out. Let me get it set up for the close-up. So here's the close-up on this one, and you can see I did this beautiful design on my tote bag. And if you look really close, you can see that we have a gecko in the background. And then I have hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are very dear to my family. They remind us of my brother who passed away. So I love hummingbirds, and I use them as much as I want, and we have them in our backyard right now, and just love hummingbirds. But the details for this design just really works well with the buffalo check tote. Once again, this is the gray. I did add up on the top here a little fabric strip, as well as the tassels and palms. So that's a fun thing. And on the back, I simply added one more hummingbird with my initials and also the date. On this tote, I also lined it. I'll show you the inside. I added some fabric on the inside so that it's lined. And once again, I boxed the corners so that it can be a tote. Let me see if I can hold it up so you can see a tote that you can actually put some stuff in. Now the buffalo check tote is $15.95, but use your coupon and you can get that discount on it. Now the next item that I want to show you is the baby bodysuits. Now we have the two different colors that I talked about. We have the gray and the pink peach color. And like I said before, let me put these in the close-up. You can see that you get two different bodysuits per each package. And we have the stripes as well as the dots. And we have 3 different sizes for you to pick from in each of the colors that we offer here today. Now they're a really fun item to work with, and I've always said, you know, babies are one of those things that never go out of style. There's always going to be babies, so it's really good to pick up some of these blanks so that you can make lots of fun things for grandkids or your friends that might be having children. Just really fun. So I wanted to show you real quick. This is our gray one, and it is, I think it's the 3 to 6 month here. And you can see that I have gone ahead and digitized, a bear on here. And it's a little Indian bear. And I use that fun embroidery felt for the bear. So he's actually fuzzy. It's just really fun. And I use just a little bit of fabric to accent that. You'll also notice, if you get in real close, or if you notice, that I use some of the matte thread on my bear. So I used some of the regular thread as well as the matte, and 2 different fabrics to create him. Now we have our little whale. Isn't he sweet? Now the whale is made, the main body part, I used our Embroidery Velveteen on him, and just added a little bit of fabric at the bottom there. And isn't he sweet? I thought of adding something really cute on the backside, like a little boat on the baby rump, but I couldn't find a boat in time, so I thought that would be really cute. And then we have this wonderful snake. Now, I love him. My parents had pet stores, so I am used to having lots of different animals, and I actually did have a snake as a pet when I was younger. So on him, he's a pretty large file on the top of this baby onesie, and you can see that I used that green felt again. So the felt's really fun. I'll be showing that more a little bit later, but isn't that sweet? Now these baby onesies, or they call them baby bodysuits through Kimberbell, they are $21.95, and you get 2 of them per package. Don't forget to use our wonderful coupon this month. Now let me go on to the peach ones. And like I showed you before, we have the fox. Now if you come in really close, it might be easy to see that I used the embroidery leather for all of the white elements of that fox. So all around here, his ears, his tail, and his little chest area are the embroidery leather. And then this is the velveteen. So once again, he's nice and fuzzy soft. And then I just use scrap fabrics for the flowers. Isn't he sweet? And then we have this little chick here, and I wanted to use something different, so I used the vinyl, the Kimberbell colored vinyl. And with that, I'll show you that a little bit later, but it comes in different colors and you get multiple colors per package. So this is a really fun thing to use, and I use just scrap fabrics for the rest of the chick there. And we have one more close-up of these baby bodysuits to show you. This one is of a bunny, and once again, I used the felt for the body, and then I also used some white leather on the cloud, as well as red leather for the hearts that he's holding, as well as the heart flower. Isn't that sweet? And then just some coordinating fabrics for the rest of the baby onesie. Very sweet, very fun, and don't forget, you get 2 bodysuits with each of these products, and you can pick either the gray or the peach, and don't forget to use our code. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about is our tea towels. So let's take a look at our first color here that we have, the aqua. So these are our tea towels, and I love the tea towels because once again you get 2 of them per package. You get the stripes and the dots, and potentially so many different things that you can do with them. I've added the tassels and palms on the bottom of this one here, and then I did a leather truck. And once again, it says, let's get ready to bumble. And I also used some of the Kimberbell buttons to accent that. And I also used some vinyl as well as some mylar in the window. So just a fun little accent. I love, once again, how the colors of the truck as well as the tea towels match. And you'll notice that's going to be a theme with our Kimberbell products that we have for the embellishments, that they really think about how to coordinate everything together. So this is our aqua set. And then we have our yellow. Now look at these fun yellows. I'm going to pull the tea towel out there. So I wanted to do something fun and interesting, maybe a good Father's Day gift where you know, you give your father something with barbecued, and we've got a ketchup. And I used 2 of the different items here. We have the felt on the ketchup bottle as well as the velveteen. So we have 2 different textures there on our tea towels. And keep in mind, just like the aqua, we have the dots as well as the stripes. And these tea towels are $12.95, and you get both of them. And don't forget to use our coupon that we have this month. And then we have our red tea towels. And I'm going to open this one up so you can kind of see everything that I did. So we have the red. Let me pull it over just a little bit here. There we go. And I've added fabric just across the tea towel, and I also added the little accent of the palms and tassel, on the bottom. And this whole piece here is the white embroidery leather, and I stitched on top of it and then attached it to the tea towel, and I just did random stitching around to make it look a little rustic. So fun things you can do. You really need to think outside the box. It's really easy just to add an embroidery design completely on your tea towel. I love applique and adding other elements to it, fabrics, and then on this one you'll see that I added a large strip of fabric completely across. So you can really embellish them any way you want to. Possibilities are endless, and those are our tea towels. And now I'm going to show you the colored vinyl that we have from Kimberbell. Now you may have been a Kimberbell enthusiast before and seen that we had just the regular white vinyl that we've offered at the stores, but now Kimberbell has colored vinyl sets. So we have 2 different ones here. We have the pinks, and we also have the greens, and you get several colors. We have on the green, we have fresh mint, spearmint, gummy bear, and Hawaiian ice. And then on the pinks and reds, we have peach tea, taffy, gumdrop, and grape. So they're a variant of colors. And let me open this package here and show you kind of how they come. You can see that there's different hues. So lots of options for you to choose. I love the different colors. Think about all the fun things you can do. They scream to me candy if you're doing some fun embroidery item where you can do a candy element to it, or make a jar or a glass actually look like a colored pop bottle with grape soda or something in it. Now if we go to the greens, I want to show you some of the greens when I open it up. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? So lots of colors in this one also. And you can see I use for the sky all the way at the bottom, this one here. So lots of fun things. You get 8 sheets in each package, and I love them. They are $15.95, and do not forget to use our coupon here. And once again, this is our colored vinyl from Kimberbell. Now the next item I'm going to talk about is tassels and palms. Now you may have noticed I use them a lot, and these tassels and palms come in 3 different colors. Let me get them set up here if you want to come in closer. You can see that each of them comes with a nice variety of the tassels and the palms, and you get a yard of each. So more than enough for you to accent a towel. You can see on here I did this one all the way across, and I still have a lot left over in my package to use for future things. So tassels and palms, they're going to be one of those things that you're going to use to accent a lot of different things. The price of them is $7.95. Sorry about that, $7.95. And once again, don't forget to use our coupon June SFC15, and you're going to save a little bit more. Okay, so now we have this wonderful velveteen. Now I was so excited to see this. It's called Embroidery Velveteen. We picked up 3 different colors of it. We've got a red, a sage, and a gray, and I used them a lot. I absolutely love them. The only thing that can be a little bit of problematic about it is you get these little chunks of velveteen that will end up all over. It's kind of like minky to that regard. But they are so much fun. Once they are on the product, it gives a nice soft feel to whatever you're making with them, and you get a lot of it. They're 12 by 24, and once again you can see that I use them a lot, and I have so much more left over on them. They're just cool, and they can give a nice little adjustment to regular fabric when you're doing applique. Now they are $7.95 for these items, and don't forget to use our coupon once again, and you can get a little bit of a discount on it. So this is our velveteen for embroidery. Now let me talk about the felt next. Okay, so the next thing that I got to show you is this embroidery felt. Who knew? I would have never have thought of using just basic felt on an embroidery, but I loved it. If you come in close, you can see on this snake, he's one of the favorite things that I made. And this embroidery felt, we have it in 4 different colors. It's only $3.75 by a 12 by 18 piece, so many things you can do with them. But this snake, he just wouldn't be the same without the felt. He's nice and soft, big, bold, fluffy, and I love it. And this embroidery felt, I have already planned things that I'm going to use it for as far as winter time. And look at these colors. They scream for me like snowman or Christmas. So you're going to want to pick it up. And they're only $3.75. But wait, you can use our wonderful coupon, and you're going to get more of a discount on them too. Now I want to show you real quick while we have the snake on the table. I'm going to show you the side seams of these bodysuits. So if you look here, I'm going to show you how easy it is to get it into a hoop. So I'm going to unsnap the bottom, open it up, and look at all that space. It makes it so much easier to get it into hoop. But it's not just that it's easier. I want to zoom in on the side seam here so that you can see it's not just the seams are left unfinished. They've already been serged. So all you have to do is add that side seam, and it'll be like it was perfectly made that way from the start. I love that Kimberbell thought about all these little details for these wonderful onesies, and they look so professional when you're done. So love the snake, love the felt, and the next thing I'm going to talk about is our embroidery leather. Now, the embroidery leather. This is another one of those products that Kimberbell really thought, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be cool to have leather? And another thing that I never would have thought of. So we go into the close-up here, and you can see this leather isn't super thick. It's pliable. It's not going to be super rough. It's machine washable, just like the felt as well as the velveteen. You do want to take some care as far as ironing, and you want to maybe do it on a delicate cycle, but it is way cool. And we have 3 different colors for you today. You get one sheet, and it's 8 by 24, and each of these is only $11.95. And don't forget to use our coupon. So this is embroidery leather and lots of fun things that you can do with it that I've shown you throughout the night. So I hope you totally enjoyed this month's Virtual So Fun Club featuring Kimberbell products. I know I had a blast coming up with different things to use and to make with these wonderful blanks and the supporting product that we brought in. Don't forget that you're going to want to use our coupon code this month, which is June SFC15 for an additional 15% off of our prices. And also don't forget that we want to include you in our show and tell giveaway if you are one of the people online not close. So you can always send us a picture of your current thing or something. It doesn't even have to be something, your last thing that you made. Send us something that you are just so proud of that you have made over the years for our show and tell. Send it to customerservice@moors-so.com, and we will go ahead and include you, and possibly you can win that wonderful package of Kimberbell product that we have for you this month as the giveaway. It's been my pleasure to be your hostess for Virtual So Fun Club. We look forward to seeing you again next month, and until then, have a great month.